What's going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskin. I'm back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. And in today's video, I'm going to be bringing you guys my playthrough of all of the 5 stages of the Chaos Coliseum saga. Now, this guy is kind of interesting that they brought this guy out when he did, because in the Japan version, he actually came out with X-Drake, which was kind of interesting that they brought out the batches a little bit differently. But this guy is actually a movie character, so I don't actually know too much about this guy personally, but what he does is he's not really that great of a unit. He'll boost the attack of Driven and Slashes by 1.5, I believe, and he does reduce your HP by a significant amount as well. So all in all, probably not the best unit of the Coliseums, but as I said in this video, if you guys want to go through all of these stages and get all of the rewards, then you can see what team that I used in order to take on these dungeons. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So round number 1 against Chaos Coliseum Saga will be against Count Butler. Now, Count Butler has a ton of health, and our whole goal here is to go ahead and burst him down in a single turn. We don't want to be taking too much health when we are using a Strongward Shanks team, but what he will do once he dies is that he actually revives with a small amount of health. I think it's about 500,000, and he also summons all these Larpin characters. So what we're going to be doing is using our burst turn on turn 1, and then we are going to use Senior Pink on the second turn when he revives to give us enough damage output to break through his barrier and then kill him. But we'll also use the double Strongward Shank specials to kill the surrounding Larpin characters, because they are purple, so the Shank special does a ton of damage to them. But anyways, guys, I'll see you guys on stage 2 of Coliseum Saga. So stage number 2 against Chaos Coliseum Saga will be against the Boxer Octopus. Now, this guy does have a defensive barrier shield, and he also has a half damage shield. So Legend Blackbeard is going to be perfect against this guy as he gets through the barrier and the defensive shield that he does have. Now, we're just going to be using Cavendish to completely decimate this guy, but if you don't kill him within the first 3 turns, he will actually summon a Neptunian squid with 5 million health. So honestly, just kill him within the first 3 turns and you'll be pretty successful against the Boxer Squid. So I'll see you guys in round 3. Stage number 3 against Chaos Coliseum Saga will be against the Anniversary Luffy. Now, before we reach the final stage, we're actually going to be using the double time skip Luffy specials here, because what the Luffy will do is he will go ahead and he will seal all specials that are not int character specials for 20 turns. So we do have to go ahead and use the Luffy special prior to reaching the final stage, but then once we do that, we can use all of our specials and then just kill the Luffy in a single turn. So other than that, I'll see you guys on stage 4 of Chaos Coliseum Saga. Round number 4 of Chaos Coliseum Saga is going to be against the Christmas Law. So this guy's actually kind of annoying because he does have a lot of health, and upon entering the room, he will clear all buffs and debuffs, I believe, on your side of your crew. So don't go into the room with a specific buff or debuff, otherwise he's just going to completely remove it. He also recovers some of your health, and he gives you a 1.25 orb boost. So bringing your own orb booster isn't really recommended because you get given one anyways, unless if you have a way to get rid of that. But basically, I'm just bringing this powerhouse team here to completely decimate this Sanji in a single turn. The Raider Kano on the team isn't powerhouse, but he's just there just to secure the red orbs on my crew, and then I basically will just go ahead and use that. And also, the Raider Kano is kind of good because he does give you color affinity boost, which is great against the Dex character with a whole bunch of strength units on my crew. But anyways, guys, I'll see you guys in the final stage of Chaos Coliseum Saga. So now we've finally arrived at the final stage of Chaos Coliseum Saga, but before we reach the stage 5, we have to go on stage 4 against Law once again. Now, I am using a Crocodile team. Now, with this team in particular, what we are going to do is we are going to try and deal about 300,000 to 400,000 damage within the first couple of turns, just to secure that we are doing enough damage to Law himself. Now, I do a little bit of extra damage just to secure the fact that I want to kill this guy in a single turn, but it doesn't really matter if we take a couple hits. That'll just increase our damage, and we are going to eventually be using Robin anyway, so just taking damage from Law doesn't really matter at this point anyway. And do remember that he does give you your own orb boost. He gives you a 1.25 orb boost. Now, the reason why Kuma is on this team is because when we use Heracles, he will guarantee us a recovery orb. Now, we're just going to be using Kuma to make sure that that recovery orb goes back to normal. Honestly, you can get away with just using Coliseum X Drake and then Doflamingo on the other side. That works just as well. And we also have Mihawk on the team as well, and Mihawk is basically just for the last stage against Saga himself. Now, when we are ready to do enough damage to Law and move on to the next stage, what we will be doing is activating all of our specials except for Mihawk and one of the Crocodile specials, because they will be used on the final stage against Saga. Now, with all of these specials active and hitting in the correct order, we should be able to take down Law no problem after doing that preemptive damage to him. You know, about 300,000 to 400,000 I would recommend. Now we move on to the final stage against Saga, and this stage is pretty simple with this team. With the locked orbs that we have from the previous turn, we can go ahead and use all those matching orbs. We can use our Crocodile special to give us a 2x type boost, and what we do want to do though is we want to go ahead and use Mihawk to cut his health by 30%, because he does have a damage limiter. So if you have Blackbeard will work really well against this guy. He doesn't have too much health, but just the fact that that damage limiter is there, we're going to bring Mihawk here to secure the victory for our crew. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video, and if you guys did, make sure to smack the like button down below. And if you guys want to stay up to date with all the content I post on my channel, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But on that, guys, I will see you guys within the next video.